You've probably heard a lot of advice about how to lose belly fat, making it hard to know who to trust, right? The truth is, most of the advice you come across simply doesn't work. There's no point in fooling yourself with empty promises and magical solutions. What you need to understand is that losing belly fat requires a solid plan based on science and proven strategies. And yes, I know it's tough to accept that the belly that bothers you so much won't disappear with yet another miracle supplement or fad diet. But if you're here, it's because you want real change, and I'm here to show you how to make that happen. What we're going to reveal today isn't for the faint of heart. If you really want to lose belly fat, get ready to hear some truths that might make you uncomfortable. The process is simple, but it's not easy, and you're going to need discipline and commitment. But don't worry, I'll guide you through every step with a 3-stage approach that will take you exactly where you want to go. And if you think this sounds complicated, trust me, it's nothing compared to the frustration of staying in the same place without seeing the results you want. So, if you're ready to face this challenge head-on, stay with me. We'll explore every detail of these 3 stages and finally put an end to the battle against abdominal fat. It's not just about losing weight, it's about achieving a body you're proud to show off. Ready? Let's do this. What's up, everyone? Tiago here. Today we're going to talk about a topic that many people avoid but is essential if you really want to lose belly fat. Losing belly fat isn't easy, and that's no secret. The truth is that stubborn fat won't go away just because you decided to hit the gym every now and then. Doing 1,000 crunches a day won't help if you're still eating without control. The reality is that losing belly fat requires strategy, not just any strategy, but one that's focused and efficient. The first thing you need to understand is that losing belly fat requires a well-thought-out plan. You can't rely on fad diets or quick fixes. You need a 3-stage approach that we'll explore in detail. This plan involves smartly controlling your diet, prioritizing low-calorie dense foods, and balancing your protein intake. Don't be fooled, the process is simple, but it's not easy. And this is where many people give up. Now, the most important thing, staying focused at each stage is crucial. Many people start off strong but quit halfway through because they don't see immediate results. That's the mistake. Abdominal fat isn't going to disappear overnight, but with consistency and discipline, you'll be able to lose belly fat and build abs. But hold on, this is just the introduction. We're going to dive deeper into the first stage of this strategy shortly. In the first stage, the mission is clear: reduce overall body fat to around 15%. This might seem like a distant goal, but it's completely achievable if you follow the right guidelines. Here, creating a caloric deficit is the key to success. What does this mean in practice? Simple, you need to consume fewer calories than you burn daily. But pay attention, this doesn't mean starving yourself or cutting out everything you enjoy. It means making smart choices, like prioritizing low-calorie dense foods, the kind that fill your plate without packing in the calories. Another important piece of this puzzle is protein control. Many people overlook the importance of protein in the process of losing belly fat. Don't make that mistake. Protein not only helps with satiety but is also essential for maintaining muscle mass while you lose fat. The tip here is clear: include lean protein sources in every meal, like chicken breast, eggs, or fish. This way, you're not only losing fat but also starting to build muscle in your abs. Here's a practical example. When planning your meals, think about how to balance volume and nutrients. Instead of a plate full of calorie-dense foods, why not fill half your plate with vegetables and the other half with a lean protein and a complex carbohydrate? This way, you feel full and stay on track to lose belly fat. This is just the beginning, but it's a crucial step. Now, let's see how to advance once you hit that 15% body fat mark. Getting down to 15% body fat is a big achievement, but it's just the start of the journey. In this second stage, the game changes a bit. To reduce body fat from 15% to 12%, you'll need to increase the precision in controlling your diet. If you could afford to be more flexible before, now every calorie counts. It's time to adjust your fat and carbohydrate intake and start paying attention to every detail of your diet. Many people underestimate this phase, but this is where the difference between success and stagnation becomes clear. As your body starts losing fat from the belly and other areas, your metabolism tends to slow down. This is natural and part of the process, but it means you need to be even more disciplined. At this point, it's essential to monitor what you eat more rigorously, whether through an app or a food journal. Reducing refined carbohydrates and focusing on healthy fats like avocado and olive oil can make all the difference in continuing to lose belly fat without sacrificing your energy and well-being. Here's a practical tip to keep the momentum going: plan your meals and snacks ahead of time. If you know you're going to have a busy day, take healthy options with you, like fruit, Greek yogurt, and nuts. This helps you avoid giving in to the temptation of less healthy choices. Remember, losing belly fat at this stage requires patience and strategy. We're only beginning to get to the core of the challenge, but there's much more to come. Now we've reached the most challenging stage of all, reducing body fat to 10%. At this point, the margin for error is minimal, and control needs to be absolute. Here, it's not just about losing belly fat but about achieving a level of muscle definition that few people reach. To do this, calorie tracking must be rigorous, and food choices need to be extremely disciplined. In this stage, any slip-up can cost you dearly, so every meal needs to be planned with surgical precision. The secret here is simple but tough: sacrifice. If you really want to lose belly fat and reach 10% body fat, get ready to make difficult choices. This means saying no to many temptations and staying focused even in the hardest moments. By now, you know there are no shortcuts and that every calorie, every workout, and every good night's sleep counts. The reward? A defined body, abs that speak for themselves, and the feeling of having reached a level few people achieve. Now, the big question: is it worth it? This is the time to reflect on whether the sacrifices you're making are worth the results you desire. For some, the effort to get to 10% body fat might not be worth it. For others, this is the final goal, the realization of a dream. Whatever your decision, it's important to remember that this is the point where your physical and mental states intersect. How far are you willing to go to lose belly fat and build abs? The answer is within you. Now that you know the path to losing belly fat and building abs, the big question is, what are you going to do with this knowledge? Are you going to stay where you are, waiting for a miracle, or are you finally going to take control of your life and put everything you've learned into practice? The change is up to you. And if you're looking for a practical guide, without severe restrictions or crazy diets, Burn Boost is here to help. It shows you how to lose weight in a healthy way, without suffering, using the principles of flexible dieting. So how about taking the next step with a solid foundation? Check out the next video, my #1 belly fat blasting exercise. Don't miss it. The change starts now.